actually my art setup, and I have two really nice white units here, and I store loads of my stuff in here, which I absolutely love. And I use this for storing things like my paper and my pencils and other things like paints as well. So I really like these units. I got these from Ikea, actually, the same as my actual desk with the add-on unit. And honestly, it was a great buy. They were only about £35 each. In terms of actually assembling them, they were really easy to put together, so much easier than the actual add-on unit and the unit itself over there. My dad and I had to spend pretty much all weekend putting that together. So I have these canvases at the back there, so they're fairly big canvases, even the small one is quite big, and I've got this massive canvas at the back there. So I'm actually planning on doing some big paintings. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet, especially for that massive one at the back. But these were fairly cheap. They're not the best quality canvases, but I wanted to actually get them just mainly for practicing and doing some practice pieces on them, maybe even creating some paintings to sell later on as well. So this is actually my main desk, and I use this desk every single day. I absolutely love sitting at this desk and just doing loads of drawings and paintings. It's a really nice sized desk as well. It's really big, so I can get pretty much everything that I need to get on here, including my actual drawing or painting. And then I've got my Ottlite at the back as well. I've got a little desk fan as well. It's just a little mini one, but you know what? That is actually a really effective desk fan. The fan is only really small, but you know what? It makes such a difference. So if you are in a room like a conservatory or a studio that has quite poor ventilation and it gets quite hot in there, definitely invest in a little fan. I actually got this from Malm. Unfortunately, they are closing down, but I'm sure you can find this fan or one similar to it online. So definitely have a look for just a little mini desk fan. They really do make such a difference. So in terms of my actual desk, I have this add-on unit here at the back, and this was actually optional. You didn't have to get this add-on unit, but I wanted it for the extra space. And also I really like the backing of this as well. I put a lot of my reference photos up so that I can clearly see what it is I'm drawing whilst I'm actually drawing on the surface of the table there. And then I also needed the add-on unit so that I could get my actual plank of wood and clamp for my camera across. My dad actually made this. I'm going to talk about that just in a second. But in terms of the actual add-on unit, I love the extra shelving that I've got. I know it looks fairly empty, but I do use this during the day. So I get like my papers out and my pencils, and I have it just on the add-on shelf just above me there. On this side, I also have some really cute statues. So I've got my pop vinyls that my fiance bought me, including Bob Ross. Shout out to Bob Ross. Such an awesome man. He is one of my biggest inspirations. And then I also have this really sweet little elephant, and I am a crazy rabbit lady. I love rabbits, for anyone that doesn't know me. I'm obsessed with rabbits. I will have to show you my actual real rabbit in the other room at some point. But I love rabbits, so I had to have something rabbit themed on here. And I'm actually thinking of getting some little photos of me and my fiance and family and things on the actual unit as well, just to decorate it a bit, make it feel a little bit more homely. So my actual statue mannequin, I got this little guy from my cousin at Christmas time. It's really funny because every year for my birthday and Christmas, I always get art stuff from my family and friends, because everyone knows that I love art stuff, and that is one thing that can never go wrong. So this is the Ottlite daylight lamp, and I have two of these lamps, and these lamps are absolutely brilliant because they are daylight lamps. So that means that when it starts to get dark like it is now, I can turn these lights on and they will light up like daylight. So they're not going to produce that yellowy toned light. It's a natural light, just like the daylight, and it means that you can work throughout the evenings, even throughout the night, all hours of the night if you want to. So these are absolutely brilliant. I have one for either side of my piece, and I sometimes have these on for when I'm actually doing recording, so recording my videos from that clamp above there. So this is what it actually looks like on. So it really lights up the desk. That's just with one of them on. So with both of them on, it really lights up my actual desk. I can see everything clearly. So these are absolutely brilliant. And these are the Ottlite daylight lamps. Just quickly, this is the actual box that they came in. So you can get one in white or one in black. And I actually got these in the UK, but I think these are an American company, Ottlite. But I got them from Hobbycraft in the UK. I did try and get them from the US and ship them over, but I had some real difficulties with my shipping address, and I actually found this make in store in Hobbycraft in the United Kingdom, so I actually had them shipped from there. It was amazing delivery. I actually ordered them one night and they came the next morning, which was amazing. And honestly, these are just absolutely fantastic. They give such good clear natural light, as you can see. I've had no problems with them. They are a 13-watt bulb. They are the replaceable ones, but they're meant to last about 10,000 hours, which is amazing. So moving on to the actual main part of the tour that I wanted to show you. This is actually my holder for my camera, and my dad actually made this. This is like a DIY project. So this plank of wood actually came from my late grandfather's garden studio, and my dad found this plank of wood with like a little clamp on here at the end, so it's just secured onto my actual add-on unit of my desk. And there's actually one of my dumbbell weights on the back of there just to weight it down, balance it and stabilise it. Then I've got the clamp in the middle here just to stabilise it in the middle. And then I have this Gorilla clamp. It's like a plastic clamp on the end of the wood. And my camera actually goes on the bottom here and then twists round and it points down onto my work. It's a really simple but effective setup. My dad is really clever. He actually thought of this concept himself. We were thinking of all sorts of things, and we're finding it really hard to actually find a proper setup online with the actual arm and the clamp pointing down so that you can hang your camera on it. So this is actually like a little DIY project that my dad thought of, and it's so simple but so effective. So this chair here with a proper backrest, my auntie gave this to me, and it is a really good back support. If you are an artist or someone that is sitting down a lot doing drawings or creative stuff, then you're going to want to have a chair that has a good back support. So it actually has a strap on the back here, and it just helps me get my posture right. It helps me sit up properly so that I'm not slouching or leaning backwards or forwards, and it really helps make sure that I don't get an aching back. Honestly, since I've had this actual support, I felt much better working for long durations of the day. I've actually just moved my chair out of the way, but this is my actual main bottom part of the desk. So I've got a drawer just here, and I've got two drawers over that side there with some boxes underneath my table, and that all has art stuff in. So I've got my pencils and things like that in here. I've got stationery like rubbers and rulers, pens, pencils, paper, that sort of thing. And then under the actual table I've got two boxes full of paints and things. So I actually do Hessian bag design, so I use those paints to actually paint the bags. So anyway, that is my actual studio tour. So I really hope that you liked looking at my studio and how I've got everything set up. Sorry guys, I completely forgot to show you my actual art easel. It was only until I started editing the video that I realised I hadn't actually showed you it. So this is actually my art easel, and I'm going to start using this obviously to do my paintings and things, and I've just got my actual apron on there as well. And I also noticed in the video that this chair was quite blurry, so I'm just going to obviously show you this chair again. So this is actually my chair in better focus, and then this is the back of the chair as well. But anyway, that is it for today's video. So I really hope that you enjoyed today's vlog and you liked looking at my actual art setup. I did put in the video that I have a full list of all the materials, products and equipment that I'm using in the description box down below, so don't forget to check that out. If you did enjoy this video, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you never miss an update from me. And don't forget that I have links to all of my other social media accounts, so check that out as well if you want to. But anyway guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone!